Is it not? It is warm. I apologize. A lot of body heat. So we'll try to keep things moving, but also want to give everybody their time and recognition that they deserve. So with that, I'd like to get things started and do a roll call, please.
Alderman Clark, absent. Alderman Hurt.
Here.
Alderman Spargattis.
Present.
Alderwoman Swanson.
Here.
Alderman Parker.
Here.
Alderman Pulis.
Here.
Alderman Geenan.
Here.
Mayor Tomes.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. We will now stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and then remain standing for a moment of silence, please.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. All right, we have public comment. Start with Kyle Meyer. Kyle.
Good evening. I'm here with my coworker Tanya Townsend. I moved to Rock Island a year and a half ago to live closer to where I work, GTI. I've worked at GTI for a little over 2 years, and I really like GTI, and I like my coworkers, but GTI has shown major disrespect to its coworkers in the form of taking away benefits, policy changes, short notice mandatory overtime, and now unfair labor practices. For months, my coworkers and I listened to complaining from managers, supervisors, and our coworkers about losing benefits, having promised raises unfulfilled, and a general lack of organization, and that's when we decided to organize our union. Seeing news articles and hearing at meetings of how much the company was growing, record-breaking sales, and just how great everything was going while we were taking the hit of losing benefits, it made us question. And it fueled our efforts to organize. We ran a clean campaign, and we did everything that we were supposed to. We hit majority status, and we asked for recognition from GTI on October 10th, but GTI refused to even get back to us, despite having multiple notices sent to them. And GTI violated many labor laws, and because of that, multiple unfair labor practices have been filed for intimidation, harassment, and retaliation. I know Rock Island does tax incentives to GTI, and they are deliberately breaking labor laws and violating the rights of their workers. And we're here to ask for support and ask what the city of Rock Island is willing to do for us workers that are having our rights violated.
Well, thank you. We typically in this stage don't do response back and forth, so at this point we're just listening. It's a listening type of sessions, okay?
Hi, Tanya Townsend. I just moved to Rock Island about 5 months ago. I also work at GTI. I want to speak directly about the labor charges that are against them for harassment. I have been getting harassed by a coworker for 6 or 7 weeks sustained now. That collated in, not last Thursday, but the Thursday before that, leaving the plant in an ambulance, having my first panic attack ever in my 47 years. I just want the city to support the workers that are being harassed. I believe this incident happened during your anti-workforce harassment week here in Rock Island. So we just really want some support on this from the city.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming down.
Thank you.
Can I add, we want to thank Dylan Parker for writing his letter to GTI to ask them to play fair. So, thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Can I say something real quick? Well, I know that when I wrote my letter to GTI, asking them to simply play by the rules, right? We're not asking them to do anything extraordinary. We're just asking them to follow the rules that every single other employer has to play by. I shared it with all of my colleagues up here on council. A few of you agreed to support it. I would encourage others to meet with this group. It does infuriate me that a company that we gave tax breaks to is now violating the law, a law that is just as the same as if they were to be, robbing somebody or breaking into somebody's house, right? If you violate the law, you violate the law, whether it's a labor law or criminal, whatever. And so would this city give out tax breaks to a common criminal? I don't think so. And so I think that I would request my colleagues to share your support for this group and to simply tell GTI that we expect them to play by the rules. That's all we're expecting of them. And then also, I think that we need to have a much deeper conversation on this council of ensuring that companies who get tax breaks in the city of Rock Island are held accountable if they are found to be in violation of unfair labor practices or things like that. There needs to be clawbacks in order to say that, hey, we're more than willing to help out good businesses and reputable companies that want to bring good paying jobs and support our local economy. But if you're going to be harassing employees, if you're going to be violating labor laws, you're not getting tax money from Rock Island citizens. So I would request your support on
We
that.
gotta watch, we're digging into the 30 minutes that we
Yeah, well,
typically plan for this.
it's all
so.
right, but I co-signed the letter, and I think, you have to play by the rules. Community benefits are being held accountable to everything when you're getting taxpayer dollars, and these are residents. So if we are not protecting our residents by all means necessary, but which means by holding accountable that we have a high standard for businesses and business owners and the way they treat their employees, who happen to be Rock Island residents, some of them, play by the rules. So I co-sign this letter, and I support Alderman Parker's position and encourage others to get to know this. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you for entertaining my comments, Mayor.
Althea Stevens, I see you're up next. I don't know if you,
I might as well bring all of them up, because we all signed up.
you all did sign it.
We're all family.
Okay, so I didn't say it. We're thinking about time, you were gonna get close, but
Yeah.
we're okay.
It makes sense. It makes sense. We have one more. Oops. Hi. I am Althea Stevenson, and I don't know if some of you are familiar with me, but I'm sure Mayor Mike Toms is, Judith is, and Ivory's not here. I didn't get the opportunity to meet you, Mr. Hurt, and I don't know if you recall or remember me.
No, I do not, I'm sorry.
Huh?
I do not, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay, that's okay. And I think some of you were here the last time I was here. Of course, Randy knows me. We have a good relationship with these three in front since 2016. I lost my son August of 2016 in Rock Island, over on Glenhurst Court area, if you're familiar with the Rock Island area. So ever since then, we've been on a journey in regards to his legacy. And it's to bring the community to unity and also awareness of any type of violence in the city that we won't stand for. And that is personally why I'm here, and personally why we've been on this journey, and also to build a legacy for his two daughters, which are here. So, can you stand up? He has Demarius is 8, and then Marley is, oh, she's right behind me. She's and she is here. She just turned 4. But we, since then, have came up with so many different programs, so many different things to help the community, and I wanted to kind of give you some of the things we did. And like I say, Mayor Mike Tomes has been so supportive. Randy Tweed has been so supportive. Judith has been awesome since she's been here, just helping us since then. And I just want the rest of you to know, and see where I'm coming from when we get started here and what we're here for. So also, I just wanted to have my husband go ahead and read off the accomplishments since we've been doing this since 2016, and to get up to exactly why we're here and what we're asking for. So I'll hand it over to him. And just your name.
My name is Jesse Stevenson,
and I'm her husband. And like she said, we have done quite a bit of things, so I'm just going to read off some of the things that we've done since 2016. We first held a candlelight vigil trying to bring the community together, and pretty much immediately after we lost our son. We planned and held a free community breakfast where we invited city officials and included the mayor and the aldermen so that the city can talk to the officials and ask them questions in that time of sorrow and all the things that everybody was feeling to try to bring the community together. We drafted a petition called Lights, Camera, and Action, where we petitioned for lights and cameras to be installed in some of the areas, particularly where our son was killed. It was very dark and no one can see. So since then, and we had a petition with over 500 signatures, and that has come to pass. So there are lights and cameras that have been installed. We held a balloon send-off to bring awareness to the community for healing. We've held fundraisers and dedicated a memorial bench that we put in our son's honor that's next to the Church of Peace, right near where he was killed. And so that bench is there now, and people can sit on it and read on it and grieve on it and just have a moment.
In support of the Public Works.
And exactly.
Public
and-
Works helped do that.
and we really appreciate that. We held a resource event where we organized over 50 vendors to come together to help the city understand all the resources that are there to them, because a lot of times we hear they won't do this or they won't do that, but we held that resource event so that they can see what's available for them. Everything from free mammogram testing to reading to just about everything that the city had to offer, and we appreciate all the participation we had with that. We held a men's walk of faith where we had church leaders and come together, and we walked a few blocks all the way from the city hall all the way to the Church of Peace, where we end up having a lunch where we had young people come and we had speakers to speak on positive messages to try to bring the community together. We've established a free call-in prayer line where people call in and we discuss scripture and we talk and pray for one another and pray for all those who call in, and that's been very successful. We even have someone calling in who's already locked up behind prison bars, but they call in and their testimony is very powerful to help reach some of the young people who might be going through some of the things to try to direct them in a more positive direction. We put up billboards trying to unify the community in hopes that the community would come together and try to provide tips to try to find out who committed this crime. So we're still trying to solve that crime. So we've done that.
With
And
the
we
help of
work
Crime
with
Stoppers.
Crime Stoppers and Police Department and all those to try to help us bring this to an end. And we drafted a compassion policy for Trinity Hospital, and today we met with them, and they did a video of the family expressing their grief and how things went at the hospital, and now they are going to have compassion guidelines with our son's name attached to it, and so that no one would have to suffer the experiences that we suffered on that horrific night. So that was very good. And they're going to be training hospital staff on how to deal with those things, and they're using that video. So it's not just new staff, but they're training all staff with that. And our latest thing is establishing what we call ABB, which is Adopt a Block of volunteer services, so that people that are living on that block will take ownership in that block and bring pride back and help some of the elderly with grass cutting or snow removal, or if you see something suspicious activity, bring that to the police. So that's the latest thing that we're doing. Those are some of the things that we've done thus far to try to help bring this community together, to say that we're not going to deal with some of the violence and some of the things that are going in. So.
Through this, I've been here a couple of days, and I'm pretty, and Mayor, you know, I'm pretty persistent and consistent. And Randy knows that too. And I met with you guys in August, before I even thought about, this petition and what I wanted to do. And I want to do it the right way, like I did the last petition called Lights, Camera, and Action. But this petition is where my son died at, where he fell at. And he fell over in Glenhurst Court in Rock Island, Illinois, which is a small court area, and we adopted that block. That's what I established that AAB Volunteer Services, and that's the first block that we adopted. And I spoke with you guys in August because I want a honorary name change from Glenhurst Court to DeMars Way. So I wanted to do it the right way, and we wanted to present it to the whole city council of what we were doing, and starting with this volunteer services, and not only that, the awareness and unifying the community back to where it needs to be at, and just moving forward in progress that Rock Island will not stand for any violence, and that we need to start loving and caring about our blocks that we live on. So we've had over 60 to 70 signatures from 5th Street that already committed, that one person on that block, all the way to 17th Street. And I wish Ivory was here because that's his area, and he would be able to see how committed these people are to say, yes, we will take up that commitment for AAB Volunteer Services to commit to this block, you know what I'm saying, and start to pay attention to unify the community and just get back on track with where we need to be at. Also, we adopted, like I say, that first block where DeMar died at, which is Glenhurst Court, and we would like it to be changed to DeMars Way, just a street name change, and that's why we're here. You know, we asked for it to be like maybe just an honorary street change. We went in when we first got here doing the petition, we went straight to that block because we wanted to make sure the residents that live in that area were okay with it. So we went door to door and talked to each resident, and they think it's an honorable thing. They think it's going to bring more awareness. They think it's going to bring more positive change, and they think that this is great because everything we've done since 2016, has been a beautiful success. You know what I mean, through the grace of God. And at the end of that court area, which is Glenhurst Court, it's a small area. At the end of it that's where DeMar's bench sits, right there at the end of the Church of Peace. So that's why we're here. Like I say, we've been canvassing this Rock Island for the last 2 to 3 days, and we have over 475 signatures saying, yes, let's do this together. So that's why we're here. And I wanted to show you guys how it affected different people and the impacts of how it affected different people. Of course, there's 475, but I wanted everybody behind me to stand up who was here in support of DeMar Bester, and just to show, you know what I mean, that we are all for trying to do even more past these 475 signatures, but do more to change and help the community, but not only help the community, but to bring back that hope to say we can communicate with the police station. The mayor has an open door. We can go and talk to the mayor. Randy Tweed has an open door. We can go and speak to him if we have any type of issues. And I don't know if the new director of Public Works is here, but he is here.
He is.
Okay. Rick was here, well, you know, he was here before and he was so supportive, but he helped establish that bench that we have. He was very supportive of the bench, and the last time I was here, I gave out awards to different people that were so supportive in that, and this is what we live for. This is the compassion, you know what I'm saying? This is the love that we need to start bringing back into the community, and just the hope that we need to share. So this is why we're here. You know, Randy, of course, you know, I'm giving you all these petitions, you know, so that's what we're here for. We just want the name to be changed. You know what I mean? We appreciate you guys giving us the opportunity to come up and speak, you know what I mean? But just know that it starts here, but you know that I'm pretty much not finished. I just want the community to get back to the way it was.
Appreciate it, and we'll keep it in mind. You can give either, I don't know, Mike or somebody the petitions, unless you got them, Randy, I don't know.
Okay, and I do,
And we'll get it in process the right way, and he can tell you if there's something else you gotta fill out, I don't know.
Oh, okay. And I'm going to let, next I'm going to let Darwin speak, because we were right in line, signed up. I'm going to let him speak, and then after that, I'm going to show you, I'm going to let Amaya Bester speak, which is my niece, my son's daughter, and I'm just going to show you how it impacted a 10-year-old.
And that's fine. We just need to watch time a little bit here. We gotta
okay,
give
okay.
people's
Well, I'm gonna move
courtesy.
out of the way.
And it'd be Tara, I think, is gonna meet with you.
Okay. Let me get that.
How we doing?
Great.
There's a Chinese proverb that goes, tell me and I'll forget, show me and I'll remember, involve me and I'll understand. There's a timeless African proverb that reads, it takes a village to raise a child. There's even a quote by the late great artist / philanthropist Ermias Nipsey Hussle Asghedom that says the highest human act is to inspire. These 3 quotes from 3 different parts of the earth in 3 different time periods all have something in common. They are driven by a love that through dedication and action will continue to impact this world well beyond our existence. Then there's DeMar D'Angelo Bester, who subconsciously applied all 3 of these daily in his life. A Rock Island native born on May 5th, 1992, at what was then known as Franciscan Hospital. Mar was always happy as a child for the most part. His smile, along with his laugh, was infectious. He was the little brother who wanted to do what his older siblings did, but he made sure to let his own personality shine through. Helping others was something we were all taught, but more importantly, something we live by. So as he grew into a man, it wasn't an adjustment to inspire, teach, and lead others because he had been doing it since he could talk. I'm so proud of the father he had become. He loved everyone else's children like they were his own, so how befitting that God would bless him with angels on earth. The olive branch of love he extended to those he loved wasn't to appease social media. It wasn't to gain points in a political poll for a position of power. It was not to be praised and patted on the back. DeMar understood what some will never have the joy of experiencing in their life. That's the rich fulfillment that you feel inside your soul when you help others. That's how a person becomes beloved beyond monetary value. That's how a person becomes a symbol of hope. That is how and why he will live forever. Our mother raised us to be thinkers and not followers, to be the flow and not to follow the flow, as Sean Carter would say. I can't speak for anyone who's ever taken a life, but part of their theory is that the person will no longer be a beacon of inspiration. What they didn't realize was that Mar's spirit and good deeds will live through everyone he encountered, that even as his soul ascended to the next life, he wouldn't have wanted it to be anyone else. To further break that down, what I'm saying is, even in death, he is still selfless and thinking about everyone else. Lastly, I'd like to share a story. One time, when DeMar was around 5 years old, he was sick with a fever. We were at my god sister Teresa's house. So as I'm holding him, I can feel how warm he was, but I just felt like he would get better. I was eating some Doritos, and as I handed him a chip, he started seizing. I faintly called for my mom, and as she lifted him and headed for the neighbors to call 911, I could see his eyes rolling in the back of his head, and I remember being terrified and helpless in a way that I never felt before. As we entered the neighbor's house, the people inside looked terrified, and I remember seeing people start to pray. As 911 instructed my mother on what to do, the seizure stopped, and my mom placed her ear on his chest to make sure he was breathing. When she told the dispatcher that she could hear him breathing, what happened next still gives me chills. Everyone in that apartment, almost in unison, dropped to their knees and started crying, thanking God, including myself. I should have known then he had divine energy. I didn't like the feeling of being helpless and terrified, and losing Mar on August 23rd gave me that feeling all over again. I fall asleep thinking about him, and I wake up thinking about him. The difference from that was he wasn't being treated for a fever and coming home. Years had passed. He excelled in sports. He learned to drive. He became a musician. He had grown into a man who had children he adored with his soul, who had dreams of creating opportunity and change for his family. A man who embraced God and would pray with people that some would ignorantly label as thugs or gangbangers. Mar would even organize days on Glenhurst where the people around would pick up the trash so that the residents knew they cared and understood what it meant to keep a clean and peaceful environment for the children who played on that street. Make no mistakes about it, my brother wasn't perfect. None of us are. All of us have fell short in the eyes of God. Jesus was perfect, and that still wasn't enough for this world. DeMar deserves to have his name represent that street. The people on that street deserve a fresh start. I was told Glenhurst used to be beautiful, a beautiful street with freshly painted houses and flower beds. So why not allow it to return to that glory? Allow DeMar's legacy to continue building in the last place he stood.
Thank you. Very touching.
My name is Amaya Bester, and I'm Damar's niece. And this rap or poem that I made about my uncle is how I express myself about this whole situation. My uncle had to go home, so I took the throne, tried to call, but nobody was there to pick up the phone. So ever since that day, I told myself this song. This is my life, nobody could ever take it away. I just want to have justice, make this a better place. This Rock Island, bad environment, this ain't no place to be. This ain't the place I want my cousins or my siblings to see. You gotta be the change in the world, stay away from negativity. My Uncle Mar was the one, now I'm coming up, call it pure destiny. This ain't no luck. He wasn't even a nuisance. What were the jokes when it made you laugh if you knew him? Did you know that he had 3 daughters, a family, a girl, similar to your world? But we can look at you, and you're breathing, out here taking lives for no reason, spreading evil and hatred. He just wanted to make it. He was gonna be that same guy walking around with that bacon. But if I know anything, I know to forgive you. You'll never know what it's like to be my age, to take someone else's plan and make it live through you. So I'ma put on for my uncle, 'cause I knew he was it. Just pass me the mic and watch what I do with it.
Very nice. We appreciate you coming out and everybody else for this this little talk, and we'll work on getting that street renamed, or the honorary name. All right, the last one on the list is Moses Robinson.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Moses Robinson. I'm chairman of the Our Community, Our Kids Trunk or Treat event that we have scheduled for this Thursday on Halloween at in between Martin Luther King Center and Second Baptist Church. We have a petition in your agenda for street closure. I just came tonight to make sure that everything was okay with the construction that's in place down there. So I came to answer any questions that you might have, but I understand there's no real interaction. So I didn't know if that was a concern with the current construction that's going on in the street right now.
I don't think there's any problem. I think everything can move forward.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Right, Mike? All right, thank you. All right, that concludes the public comment part. We're now on item number 6.
Minutes of the October 14th, 2019 meeting.
Move to approve the minutes as printed.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Item number 7.
Minutes of the executive session of October 14th, 2019.
Move to approve the minutes?
Second.
In second, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Item number 8. Update, Rock Island update. Got a couple items here. Unplugged 3. The third installment of the Rock Island Unplugged will be held Wednesday, October 30th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. and features me, the mayor, Rock Island, and our city council. This event will be held at Riverfront Grill at 4619 34th Street. This informational yet structured event will give citizens direct access to their elected officials and is intended to initiate and conduct open dialogue about current city happenings. There will be an opening statement by myself, followed by introductions to the city council, and then questions or suggestions for the city council or general statements. From the community, from the community are welcome. Hors d'oeuvres, non-alcoholic beverages, and a cash bar will be provided to attendees. And once again, hope to see everybody there. It's a little different format. Once again, this time the city council will be up there to answer questions or listen versus the city administrators. Management. Trick or treat night. The official trick or treat night for the city of Rock Island will be Thursday, October 31st, 2019. The fun starts at 5 p.m. and goes until 8 p.m. Please be on the lookout for all the ghosts and goblins as they walk through their neighborhood, so be careful driving. Free leaf bag collection. The city of Rock Island is providing free leaf bags and collection for its residential garbage customers. Bags are available at several locations throughout the city, but are limited to 20 bags per household per day with a valid Rock Island ID. Customers must place the leaves in the approved paper yard waste bags, and the bags then be placed at the normal garbage collection location in days. If you wish, please visit www.rigov.org for more information. That's that. Now we have item number 9.
Presentation of the September 2019 Keep Rock Island Beautiful Award.
I believe we have a few people here to make that presentation.
Mayor, they were going to be here, but I do not see any representative from McDonald's.
Oh, okay. You still want to talk about it and speak? You're more than welcome, or?
Just quickly, this year's award, or this month's award, is going to McDonald's on 30th Street. They did a remodeling there a number of months ago, and then recently just finished up remodeling the interior as well. They've done a real good job. They work with their neighbors, and Keep Rock Island Beautiful was really appreciative of what they've done. So, but something must have came up with them.
It must have been. Appreciate it. And I know they did the 11th Street one also
Yes.
last year and did a great job of landscaping and making that look much
Looks very nice.
much better. So,
All right, thank you.
thank you. All right, item number 10.
Presentation of the 2019 Community Gardens Certificates of Recognition.
So just to give a little explanation real quick of this is the city's Beautification Commission began recognizing community gardens 9 years ago to express appreciation for the role they play in the beautifying of the community. Community gardens are tended by service organizations, churches, schools, families, and individuals. They are a place for citizens to grow crops for the hungry and to use in their homes. The Beautification Commission is recognizing all city-owned community gardens which have beautified otherwise vacant lots by making them productive. The names of the gardens will be read, and a photo of the community gardens will be shown on the screens. Those present should come forth when their name is called to receive their certificate of appreciation. And then we'd like to have everybody stay up for a photo. So I would like to ask Prosper to interpret and read these names off. You got the list?
I do have a list. Okay. Yeah, and then I would like to thank you, Mayors. My name is Prosper. Right now, I'm going to change the language a little bit. So welcome to my other language, which is Kirundi. So bariko baravuga ivyerekeye ivyo bagiye kubaha, amashimwe bagiye kubaha. Ubu n'umurima abakoze ibikorwa byo kubereza umujyi wa Rock Island. None uyu mwanya rero bagiye kubaha. Bavuga ati yuko umujyi wa Rock Island, uwo mujyi uhatanga ubushimwe watanguye kuzuratanga imyaka 9 iheze kugira ngo bashimire bagenda babereza umujyi wa ngaha hantu. Baravuga ati baratanga ubwo bushimwe kuko buba ku bantu zeye amakanisa, amashure, amafamiye atandukanye hamwe n'abantu batandukanye bavyikorera. Ati rero ibi byose bigenda bitangwa n'abantu zeye ni mirima isanzwe ifiswe n'abantu banyeneyo hama bakaba bakora ivyo bakora uko babivuze bavyemeye. Ataraza kuba ifoto inyuma ya byose basomye izina ry'iwawe uraza kuza ngaha kugira ngo baguhe agashimwe kiwawe. Turi kumwe? All right. That was just the summary of the interpretation of what the mayor just said in English. Now I'm going to call the names, if that's fine. The first person is Susan Simbatohana. Yoza gatoa agashimwe kiwe. Maybe not here. The second person is Barutwanayo Jack. The third person is Leonia Nihabos.
The fourth person is Miburo Creselia. The fifth person is Nimbona Dina. And the sixth person is Priscille Bangundi. The seventh person is Harima Habjariman. The eighth person is Cravel Sabiman. The ninth person is Mikaeli Ndihiabandi. 10th person is Munyakazi Faustine. That's him again, I guess. That's his wife. The 11th person is Artemo Irakoze. That's Munyakazi. His wife. The 12th person is Seraphine Avegnon. The 13th person is Sikujua Sterine. The 14th person is Domitila Nyangundie. And the 15th person is Dafroza Misago. The 16th person is Nahimana Esterin. The 17th is Two Rivers YMCA, Rose Rivera. Great. The 18th person, Niitegeka Alfonsine. And the 19th person is Sabina Bukuru. The 20th person is Sabina. It's Justin Ngendahimana. The 21st person is Modeste Nahabandi. The 22nd person is Leah Nzeimana. And the next person is Leah Nyonzima. And the 24th person, which is the last one, Rugagava Hagai. I guess the last person, Mayor, will be me.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
niyo nzima niyo nzima bari kukata.
We're glad that we got them water this year. They really needed it during that drought.
Yeah, there's not a lot of water this year.
Oh, he did. He does a great job. Miles and Will.
Amakuru. Thank you.
All yours.
I'd like to say that we do have fresh produce that was picked by Brian McMasters today, eggplants, a bunch of peppers in the back. So everyone's, help yourself to it. And I was really pleased with our garden this year. We had youth help us out, the youth from the Y, so the academy. So, I'd like to thank them too. Thanks.
All right. Get a chance for everybody to settle in or exit here for a second. All right, if City Council's ready, we'll continue here. Item number 11.
An ordinance amending Chapter 6, Article 4, Section 6-63 of the Code of Ordinances regarding ambulance fees effective January 1st, 2020. I need the motion to say that the ordinance will be effective January 1st, 2020.
Move to consider suspend the rules and pass the ordinance effective January 1st, 2020.
Thank you.
Second.
Moved in second. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt. Yes. Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Keenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item number 12.
An ordinance amending Chapter 15, Article 1, Section 15-7 of the Code of Ordinances regarding the Foreign Fire Insurance Tax Revenue Administrative Board.
Move to consider, suspend the rules, and pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Keenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 13.
An ordinance amending Chapter 8 of the Code of Ordinances with the addition of Article 20 regarding recreational cannabis businesses.
Move to consider, suspend the rules, and pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Keenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 14.
An ordinance amending Chapter 15 of the Code of Ordinances with the addition of Article 11 imposing a municipal cannabis retailer's occupation tax.
Move to consider suspend the rules and pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Keenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 15.
An ordinance amending Chapter 8 of the Code of Ordinances with the addition of Article 21 regarding short-term rentals.
Move to consider, suspend the rules, and pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Keenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carried.
Item 16.
An ordinance amending Chapter 8, Article 9 of the Code of Ordinances regarding massage therapy businesses.
Move to consider, suspend the rules, and pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Keenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carried.
Item 17.
A special ordinance establishing a handicap parking space at 1923 9.5 Street.
Move to consider, suspend the rules, and pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Keenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carried.
Item 18.
A special ordinance establishing a handicap parking space at 1036 16th Street.
Move to consider, suspend the rules, and pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Keenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carried.
Item 19.
A special ordinance removing a handicap parking space at 907 14th Avenue.
Move to consider, suspend the rules, and pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Keenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carried.
Item 20.
A special ordinance regulating parking on private property at 2324 7th Avenue and 2325 7th Avenue.
Move to consider, suspend the rules, and pass the ordinance.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Keenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carried.
Item 21.
Claims. The first group, there's 5. A, report from the Information Technology Department regarding payment in the amount of $32,995 to Azteca Systems Incorporated of Sandy, Utah, for the City Works software annual maintenance for the year of December 18, 2019 through December 17, 2020. B, report from the Information Technology Department regarding payment in the amount of $19,500 to Esri of Redlands, California for the GIS software maintenance for the year of January 15, 2020 through January 14, 2021. C, report from the Public Works Department regarding final payment in the amount of $152,000 to FabTech Wastewater Solutions of O'Fallon, Missouri for the installation of the grit classifier equipment for the wastewater treatment plant grit channel replacement project. D, report from the Public Works Department regarding payment in the amount of $231,901.68 to the Illinois Department of Transportation of Springfield, Illinois, for construction costs for the 18th Avenue resurfacing 17th Street to 14th Street project. And E, report from the Public Works Department regarding payment in the amount of $299,799.03 to the Illinois Department of Transportation of Springfield, Illinois, for construction costs for the 38th Street resurfacing 7th Avenue to 46th Avenue project.
Move to accept the reports and authorize payment as recommended for claims items A through E.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carried. And the second group, F and G. F, report from the Public Works Department regarding payment in the amount of $11,711.54 to Langman Construction Incorporated of Rock Island, Illinois, for an emergency water main repair on 17th Street and Watch Hill Road. And G, report from the Public Works Department regarding payment number 1 and final in the amount of $136,132.40 to Valley Construction Company of Rock Island, Illinois, for the 2019 asphalt street milling and patching program for services provided from August 26, 2019 through August 29, 2019.
Move to accept the reports and authorize payment as recommended for claims items F and G.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
I need to recuse myself from this vote due to the nature of my employment.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Pulis.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
5 ayes, no nays, motion carried.
Item 22.
Claims. For the weeks of October 11th, 2019 through October 17th, 2019, in the amount of $924,767.85. And for October 18th, 2019 through October 24th, 2019, in the amount of $434,786.92. And payroll for the weeks of October 7th, 2019 through October 20th, 2019, in the amount of $1,490,301.43.
Move to allow the claims in the payroll.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Burgettis.
Yes.
Swanson,
Yes.
Parker,
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carried.
Item 23.
ACH payments for the month of September 2019 in the amount of $2,871,962.92.
Move to approve the ACH payments.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker,
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Geenan. 6 ayes, no nays, motion carried.
Item 24.
Purchase card claims for the period of August 27th, 2019 through September 26th, 2019, in the amount of $64,855.64.
Motion to approve the purchase card claims.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker,
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carried.
Item 25.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding the purchase of rock salt, recommending participation in the State of Illinois joint purchase for the purchase of 3,840 tons of salt from Compass Minerals America Incorporated of Overland, Kansas, at the unit price of $68.75 per ton at a cost of $264,000.
Move to approve the purchase and participation in the state bid as recommended.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Mike, I want to know if they're going to be able to overnight it, because not looking good.
It's going to melt pretty quick.
We still have 1,000 tons.
Thank you.
Like last time. November was bad, but got better after that. All right, roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt,
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker,
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, motion carried.
Item 26.
Report from the Public Works Department regarding proposals for the purchase of 3 fuel dispensers and other fuel system repairs, recommending the contract be awarded to Seneca Companies of Davenport, Iowa, in the amount of $41,831.96.
Motion to award the contract is recommended and authorize the city manager to execute the contract documents.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Could we have someone coming up and explain why we're replacing the dispensers?
Well, you anticipated this.
Evening, Al Vanderhayden, Fleet Manager. The system is the building was built in like, I think 81, and the system has been in there since then. Last winter, we had quite a few leaks into the fuel system, which is the repairs. And the one pump is outdated and non-serviceable, and we can't get parts for it anymore, and the other 2 are the same model. So it is time to update our fuel system to better work with our Veeder-Root and our monitoring system.
Are these the 3 pumps down on Mill Street?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
They're at the tank, there. Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 27.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department regarding bids for electrical work to refeed 4 panels inside of discounted furniture at 325 20th Street, which were previously located on the exterior wall of city-owned property at 2011 4th Avenue prior to demolition, recommending the bid be awarded to Pisano Electric of Rock Island, Illinois, in the amount of $10,500.
Move to award the bid as recommended and authorize the city manager to execute the contract documents.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion?
I noticed in the memo, usually for like the street improvement projects, we have all of the bids that were submitted. We only have the one that's being recommended. Can we, just to see what the prices were?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tara, do you know what those were? I saw them, but I don't remember. I guess I missed it.
It's all
Wasn't
right,
on the
just
memo.
for future.
It was. Yeah.
No problem. I like to see the spread.
Oh, certainly.
I want to see the spread, so appreciate it. No problem, just future projects. Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 28.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department regarding a third extension of the agreement with Saratoga Capital for the renovation of the property located at 1701, 1705 Second Avenue.
Move to accept the new proposed dates for the third extension of the contract as recommended and direct the city manager to execute an extension subject to any city attorney modifications.
Second.
Moved and second. Any discussion?
I would
At this
just-
time, go
I would
ahead.
just like to say that the council asked for information, the council was given information, and I gave him my word that I would support him if he came forward with the information that we had asked for. And I think it's good for the citizens.
Okay. Is there anybody who'd like to listen, ask questions of Sam? He's here for the development, or they're all right?
Thank you for coming, Sam. Thank you for continuing to work with the city on getting this project done. I very much look forward to
Okay.
seeing it through.
And I just want to reaffirm a couple of the key things is, once again, the extension of this agreement, as we all agreed, is that the city will not be making any payments until occupancy permits, permanent occupancy permits are issued. Or temporary certificate of occupancy, thank you. There is 2 exceptions to that can be done before that, is the restoration of the mural and some sidewalk work out there. Those funds can be, if deemed appropriate and everything else, released early to do that work. But the rest of it would be upon occupancy. Okay? So that part, so whatever dates in the contract associated with that because of this extension will be changed and updated for that.
To clarify, released upon temporary certificate of occupancy?
Yes, it just reads certificate of occupancy typically. It's like substantial completion on a construction project, same thing.
I got no objection, I just wanted to make sure.
Sure.
And then I think just for completion of the record, to make sure that we're all under the same understanding, Mr. Eastep, that's your understanding as well, is that correct?
Yes, so assuming that the language wouldn't change from the existing agreement, that would be my understanding.
Okay.
And I would also like to take this quick opportunity to thank all of the aldermen and council people and the mayor and Randy for putting in what is a lot of hard work with me and your patience, and I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to getting back to work.
So
Thank you very
just real
much.
quick, you're now occupancy and then those other 2 issues. Now they're not.
Correct.
You're fine.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Then I think we're ready for roll call.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 29.
Report from the Finance Department regarding an adjustment to the calendar year 2019 budget, recommending increasing the Fleet Services Fund 601 expenditures by $140,000 to cover the additional fuel costs experienced due to severe weather, flooding, and increase in state motor fuel taxes.
Move to approve the budget adjustment as recommended.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 30.
Report from the Police Department recommending the hours for Halloween trick-or-treat be 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Thursday, October 31st, 2019.
Move to approve the trick-or-treat hours as recommended.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Carries. Item 31.
Report from the Martin Luther King Center regarding an activity application for an alternative Halloween event, Trunk or Treat. Request for street closings of 9th Street between 6th and 7th Avenues and 6th Avenue between 9th and 10th Streets on Thursday, October 31st, 2019, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. for sound amplification for the event and for a waiver of the sound amplification fee.
Move to, oh, go ahead, Randy.
Motion to approve the event and request as recommended, including the waiver of the fee.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 32.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department recommending amendments to Chapter 4, Article 3 of the Code of Ordinances regarding signs.
Move to approve the proposed amendments to the Code of Ordinances as recommended and refer to the city attorney for an ordinance.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
I have one question. Miles. I got a phone call this afternoon. I don't know if this would affect the temporary realtor signs that are up in various parts of the city where there's property for sale.
No, it would have no effect on it whatsoever. Real estate signs have always been exempted from the sign ordinance and will continue to be.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 33.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department regarding proposed solar energy regulations and amending the zoning ordinance, Article 8, Section 8.19 of the Code of Ordinances.
Move to approve the proposed regulations and amend the Code of Ordinances as recommended and refer to the city attorney for an ordinance.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion?
Miles, can you come up for this one again, please?
Get his exercise.
So at the study session, I think it was maybe the first time we were voting on this, I don't remember, but I had asked about SolSmart, right?
Yeah.
And I understand that the zoning language is just one piece of the puzzle of becoming a SolSmart certified community. Is that's correct?
Yes, you will actually be pleased to know I was at the Growing Sustainable Communities Conference last week. Ran into your father-in-law, actually, Mr. Geenan. He says hello. So I actually sat in on a workshop that went through the different SolSmart designations, and there are a number of different things. I need to double-check. I think we, without really trying, would qualify for SolSmart Silver designation, but I need to look more. I need to look more closely at that. But yeah, we're on the right track.
And Miles, we had a phone call with Randy and Dylan and someone from SolSmart, and I think that's what they kind of had determined. They were already working on those checklists. They offer free consulting, don't they?
Yeah, I just need to be honest with you, I just haven't had the time to sit down and get into the weeds on it. But yeah.
You've been busy, I understand.
Sure.
Maybe in a couple months we can
sure
get the official recognition of being a community that is friendly to solar energy, and so.
I
appreciate all your
would
work.
also just add in that workshop, they had someone from Schaumburg presenting about their very interesting concerns about solar panels in their community, so I felt pretty good about us and where we're going.
Good to hear. Thank you for all your work you've been doing.
All right. Thank you. Roll call.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 34.
Report from the Community and Economic Development Department regarding the proposed sale of parcels 096525, 2011 4th Avenue to Matthew J. Stern for tenant parking for the properties he owns at 309 and 311 20th Street.
Move to sell the property as recommended and authorize staff to draft a purchase agreement with a sale price for future council action.
Second.
Moved to second. Any discussion?
Just a comment. I read the report, and there was, according to what's written here, a map that was supposed to be attached. I didn't find any map. So all I'm going to ask is that when it comes back to council, we get the map.
Yes, I apologize. The map was prepared, and that was an oversight on my part.
That's okay.
A failure,
I'm familiar with the site, so.
Okay, excellent. I could describe it for you, but, okay.
Roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
Item 35.
Report from the city clerk regarding an activity application from the YWCA Quad Cities for their 2020 event, YWCA's Second Race Against Racism, to be held on Saturday, April 18, 2020, between 9 a.m. and noon, with a street closure of 17th Street between 2nd Avenue and 3rd Avenue on that day from 6 a.m. until noon.
Approve the event and street closure as recommended.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays. Motion carried.
All right, other business.
Yes, I have something.
Yep. Nobody signed up out there, so we're up to
okay.
the council.
So, today early, but I'd like to embarrass our officer Pat Richards, his birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday.
So he's buying drinks tonight for tomorrow. Okay. All right. All right, anybody else? I'll throw out there, Alderman Poulos and Alderman Hurt and I, and Randy was there, but got a little sneak preview of the water filtration plant that obviously is just about done. And boy, it's impressive. It's amazing what they got going there and the technology. You know, and once again, as I commented, I'll say on social media, the skilled organized labor has done a great job there. If what we can see in a layman's eyes, so to speak, but there was water flowing and lights on, so I guess that means it's working fine. But obviously, they're a little behind schedule, the weather and that sort of thing kind of goofed things up, but it's a great thing to see, and by year's end, at least safely say that the citizens of Rock Island will be drinking water coming out of that new plant, and so it'd be great.
Cleanest water in the Quad Cities.
Better tasting than Moline's.
That up to them also, and I challenged the group that was there, and so yes, a friendly challenge.
It's just
to
fact.
Moline, that we
Just
will
fact.
Science.
we ought to
Can't
submit
argue
those
with
samples and
science.
try to win that honor. So I just wanted to throw that out there. It was very impressive, and
put my water
once again for PJ Foley and the Eloa and that group hosting the toolbox lunch. It was great.
Very informative.
It was very informative.
Yeah.
And good pizza.
And good pizza.
That's where I was there. I don't know about you guys. Any other comments from the council? Yes.
It's great to be going home before 10 o'clock.
We got one more item we're going to add here. So,
My wife wanted me to personally make mention of thanking the city for going beyond and helping the community. The Dankman PTA had an issue with trying to clean up a school garden, and John Grip in Public Works came out on a Friday and in an hour got it cleaned out. So thank you to staff for helping out one of our local schools.
Very good.
I also would just want to thank everybody that came here tonight. We had a lot of public participation,
Yes.
a lot of people showing up, and it's rewarding to have sort of that healthy dialogue between our constituents and the government, right? We're here for you. So appreciate everybody coming out tonight.
Unplugged 3 will be another opportunity.
Heck yeah,
A couple
come on.
days from now.
Keep coming.
So with that, we are going to insert an item. I'll call it 36A if you want to call it that.
Uh-oh, we are going to be here till 10.
No, not 10, but we do have a little longer. We have an executive session we need to take care of.
Executive session. 5 IL CS 120, Section 2, C11, litigation when an action against, affecting, or on behalf of the particular public body has been filed and is pending before a court or administrative tribunal, or when the public body finds that an action is probable or imminent, in which case the basis for the finding shall be recorded and entered into the minutes of the closed meeting.
Move to enter into executive session for the site stated.
The exception site.
Second.
Moved in second. I think we can just do that. We don't have to do roll call?
Yes,
All right,
roll call.
All right. Roll call, please.
Alderman Hurt.
Yes.
Spargattis.
Yes.
Swanson.
Yes.
Parker.
Aye.
Pulis.
Aye.
Geenan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays.
That's the last time James Spargettis, thanks for getting out early.
That's all right, Jim.
You jinxed us.
We do have to go into executive session, just a short one, but we do need to go. We should stretch it out for 2 hours so James can't get home before 10.
We have a football game to watch. Hey, Mike, we have a football game, albeit it's a bad football game, but we still have a